and welcome to the show. My name is Nokan. And my name is Mokan. And you are watching the Mokan and Nokan show. Yes, you are. And we are inspirational beings on a quest to seek out inspiring people doing inspiring things. Oh, yes. And what a great show we have for you today. Oh, yes. Along with our normal serving of great inspirational stuff, we have a very special guest, Jason Hoyle, a man with a passion for puppets and the theatre. Woo-hoo! Oh, boy. I can hardly wait, Nokan. Okay, everybody, sit tight, because we're going to do it right. Have a great show, everybody.
Where my true love is waiting for me. Beautiful Hawaii, beautiful Hawaii, Henari no Hawaii, beautiful Hawaii.
Is mana. Mana means power, and it's anything that is something that is very sacred. That is mana, or power.
And now the news.
Aloha and welcome to the news desk. My name is Taylor Moki Suizu.
And I'm Annabelle Fields, and boy do we have a great show for you today.
Yes, we do, Annabelle, so let's get right to it.
Diabetes. What is it and how do you get it?
Diabetes is a disease in which the body's ability to produce or respond to the hormone insulin is impaired, resulting in abnormal metabolism of carbohydrates and elevated levels of glucose in the blood and urine.
Genetics, lifestyle, and environment can be causes of diabetes. Eating an unhealthy diet, being overweight or obese, and not exercising enough may play a role in developing diabetes, particularly type 2 diabetes.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, more than 100 million adults are now living with diabetes.
The effects of diabetes are high blood sugar levels, also known as hyperglycemia, can lead to kidney disease, heart disease, and blindness. The excess sugar in your bloodstream can damage the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, kidneys, and can harden or narrow your arteries.
The symptoms of diabetes are extreme thirst, frequent urination, extreme hunger, increased tiredness, and unusual weight loss.
Diabetes kills more Americans every year than AIDS and breast cancer combined.
So what can we do to protect ourselves from this deadly disease?
Well, Taylor, one of the misconceptions of diabetes is age. It doesn't matter how old or how young you are, you still have to exercise a lot and eat a good diet to prevent diabetes.
Yes, that's right, Annabelle. Looking at the statistics, Hawaii has a major diabetic problem.
Yes, Taylor, it is estimated that 72,000 to 100,000 people in Hawaii have diabetes.
If you want to learn more about diabetes, please ask your doctor or do some research.
Yes, there are a lot of organizations and information out there that can help you prevent this deadly disease.
Now, let's take care of ourselves and each other. Thank you for watching.
Yes, let's all eat well, play well, and rest well. Until next time, aloha.
We are thankful for sunshine, for wind and for rain. We are thankful for taro and tall sugar canes. We are thankful for rice, for fish and for pork, for every good dish and for peace, love, and joy. You're walking the Mokan and Nokan show. Are you inspired? That was fantastically, ridiculously great! You are watching the Mokan and Nokan show. You have entered an inspiring zone. An inspiring zone. I'm inspired! Woohoo!
Let your life be an inspiration.
Are you inspired? It's the Mokan Nokan show. 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 Put your hands together.
What's up, Hawaii? Brother Arlen here at Harbor Motors and your host of What's Up Hawaii. I'm here to encourage, empower, and uplift everything Hawaii. Cheers!
Raise your hands up. Put your hands together.
What's up, Hawaii? Brother Arlen here. In the words of Bob Marley, bend down low so I can tell you what I know. Folks, if you're not going to the doctor at least twice a year to make sure that everything's okay, you need to check up with your doc. Prevention is better than the cure. We don't want to ever end up someplace like here. So Hawaii, stay healthy, stay strong. We need you. We love you. Aloha.
Put your hands together.
What's up, Hawaii? Brother Arlen here. I've been in the car business for a long time, to the point where I own my own business, Harbor Motors. Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 tips to get the most value out of your vehicle. Tip number 1, make sure you got good tires, good tire pressure, and make sure your tires are balanced. Now, if you don't know what your tire pressure should be, they're always on the inside of most vehicles' doors. Tip number 2, oil maintenance. Always making sure that you have the right amount of oil and changing your oil every 3 months or 5,000 miles, whichever comes first. Tip number 3, pay attention to the warning lights on your dashboard. It's your vehicle telling you it's sick. Take it into your local mechanic. Tip number 4, take care of your interior. Keep it nice and clean. And once a year, take it in for a detail. Tip number 5, keep your car nice and clean. Wash it once a week and polish it every 3 months. Listen up, Hawaii. Your vehicle is a big investment. In your lifetime, you'll have a few of them. Make sure to follow these tips to get the most money when you trade in or sell your vehicle.
Put your hands together.
No texting and driving. Hawaii, no texting and driving. It can wait. You be safe. And Hawaii, you be safe. Bye, Uncle. Watz Up Hawaii, remember, we have to create the world we want to live in. If there's something you don't like, do something about it and do it right, because doing it right makes everyone feel nice. Until next time, see you later. Chihu, aloha.
Put your hands together.
Hi everybody! Please follow and like us on our Facebook page. Yes, please do. And help us spread our inspiring show throughout the world.
1, 2.
are watching the Mokan and Nokan show. We exercise the body, soul and mind. Take it away, personal fitness instructor Natalie. Woo!
Aloha, I'm Natalie, owner of Live Fierce Fitness and a personal trainer on the island of Kauai. Here in the Hawaiian Islands, we are blessed with such beautiful weather year-round. So let's take our workout from indoors to outdoors. Today I'm going to show you a really simple circuit workout that will help burn your fat and build muscle. If you're going to take this workout outdoors, a couple things to remember. One, we're out in the sun, you're going to be sweating more, potentially, so make sure you bring plenty of water. Two, especially if you're working out in the hours between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., make sure you put sunscreen on. Ideally, your sunscreen is going to be a reef-safe sunscreen that's a physical sunscreen and won't damage our reefs. So before you start any workout, make sure you do a good warm-up of 3 to 5 minutes. You can run or you can walk, depending on your ability level. It's always important to do a warm-up to get your body ready for the exercises that we're going to do today. So working out in the sand is nice because it aids as a natural cushion. So we're going to start today with some squat jumps. So squat jump, you're going to start with your feet about hip width apart, and you're going to sit down like you're reaching back for an imaginary chair, and you're going to exhale and explode up. That nice soft cushion is going to feel good on your feet. If you have any hip issues, take the jumping out of it and just do simple body weight squats. Inhale on the way down, exhale up. Squeeze your glutes tight at the top. So I would recommend doing about 3 sets of 10 to 15 squat jumps or squats. You can also do some jumping jacks. This is great total body movement, working your legs, your core, and your arms, and also helps to get your heart rate up. One other wonderful thing here is you can bring some simple equipment here to the beach that don't weigh a lot. Things like resistance bands. These bands you can buy online, they have varying resistances, and we're going to use this to strengthen your shoulders and your back. You start with a shoulder press. You're going to step onto the band. Your feet are about hip width apart. You're going to grab the handles on your band, and you're going to exhale, pressing up and down. Make sure at the top that your biceps and your arms are by your ears, and lower. Exhale. This is a great strength training movement for your arms and your shoulders. Another exercise that you can do is a bent over row. You'll hold the handles, your hinge at the hips, keeping your core engaged, and you're going to exhale, pull the elbows back behind you and down, squeezing the shoulder blades together. This is a great posture exercise as well. So exhale, pull those elbows back behind you. going to show you some exercises for your chest and for your core that you're going to do on the sand. You can do it on the sand or on the mat. Today I brought my mat. We're going to start with push-ups. I'm going to show you different ways that you can do push-ups. Push-ups are great because they work your chest, they work your triceps, and they work your shoulders, as well as engaging your core. So for your push-up, you're going to come down on your level 1. If you're a beginner, you're going to be on your knees. You'll take your hands about shoulder width apart. I'm going to tuck my butt under, keep my core tight, and I'm going to inhale, lower, exhale, push up, squeezing my chest. Inhale. Nice and controlled. An advanced version of the push-up, we're going to come onto our feet instead of being on our knees. So same hand placement. You're going to step out, feet are about hip width apart, and inhale, exhale, push up. If you're new to push-ups, I would say start with about 3 sets of 8 to 10. And as you get stronger, I would work up to about 12 to 15 reps. As you do get stronger, if you're doing them on your knees, you can even do 1 or 2 on your feet and then come down onto your knees. Make it a little bit easier, slowly building yourself up in your strength. So today I've walked you through a simple circuit that you can do outdoors. I've showed you a few key exercises. Feel free to experiment. With the exercises, take your workout outdoors. You can take it to the beach, maybe your local park, or in your backyard. It's really important to kind of switch things up, add some variety. You'll really feel a boost. You really feel some gains in your strength, and it feels just good being outdoors. The sun provides us with vitamin D, which is good for our overall health. Until next time, aloha.
Everybody, do what you're doing. A smile will bring a sunshiny day. Everybody, do what you're doing. A smile will bring a sunshiny day. Everybody, do what you're doing. A smile will bring a sunshiny day. Everybody, do what you're doing. A smile will bring a sunshiny day.
all around. Please receive it and take the step. within yourself and everyone around, because you are a bright light that shines light forever. Yes, you are a bright light that shines light forever. Yes, you are a bright light that shines light forever. Yeah, you are a bright light that shines light forever. You are a bright light, you shine light forever. A bright light, you are a bright light, you shine forever. A bright light, you are a bright.
Aloha, my name's Jason Hoyle. I'm originally from Michigan and Illinois, but now I live on the island of Kauai in Hawaii. I grew up in Illinois with my mom and dad and my brother Derek. As a young child, I loved riding my bike, playing with my friends, and of course video games and movies. Growing up was a lot of fun. I would travel around the United States with my family, and we loved going to the movies, and we loved puppet. My dad was a children's pastor, and my mom started her own business making puppets called the Sunshine Puppet Company. I went to high school at Guilford High School, and that's where I developed my passion for the arts. And I really loved the theater, was in the theater program, and also in a chamber choir and an a cappella choir, and then continued that going to Rock Valley College, Community College, where I was in community theater and in their arts program there. Growing up, as my mom was doing her puppet company, I learned how to do puppets and perform. My first performance was when I was 3 years old. I was on a TV show in a rabbit costume, and that began my love for the arts. Ninth grade was a great year. That's where I met my beautiful wife, Linda, and met when we were 15 years old, and we got married when we were 22. Now we have 4 beautiful children, Brooke, who's 22 and is married now to Nick, then Drake, 18, Bella, 15, and Ezekiel is 7. So after college, I started working as a manager at a video store and also as a children's pastor. And then that's where my love for puppets started to come back. My mom wanted some help with her puppet company, and the church wanted me to start teaching puppetry and doing puppets there. So I got back into puppetry, and then in 2007, we had a church very interested in us here on the island of Kauai, and they wanted to hire us and bring us here to the island to work and to do puppets here. So we decided to move to Hawaii, and we brought the puppet company with us, and now we make puppets here on the island and do different shows for churches, and we still teach on these islands and also on the mainland. So 3 years ago, we started Kauai Unites Theater, community theater, and we started doing Scrooge the Musical. We did Ungrinch the Musical, which I wrote. Also a couple other theatrical productions. We did a Renaissance fair where I directed Romeo and Juliet. And now we are going to start bringing some blacklight puppet theater to the islands. So if you don't know what blacklight is an ultraviolet light, which is purple, and it makes things that are fluorescent, like orange and green and blues and whites, glow very bright. But anything that's a dark color, like black or dark blue, it disappears. So there is a puppetry from Japan called bunraku, and that is where the puppeteers are dressed all in black, and they only want you to see what they want you to see. So if it's a fluorescent color, like a fluorescent puppet, and that shows, but the puppeteer disappears in the darkness. And we used that puppetry last year at a state and national fine arts festival. We went to Honolulu and we competed, and in puppetry we won the state and the finals for puppetry, and we went to nationals in Texas where we competed against 1,000 different puppeteers in Texas, and unfortunately we didn't win, but it was a lot of fun, and we're going to go back this year for the next fine arts festival and that they're going to have in Florida. So my inspiration for puppetry and theater comes from I get all these wild ideas and creative ideas. So the goal is to try to get these ideas on stage and in fabric and in blacklight and in fluorescent colors. And it's a lot of fun to create these ideas that I get in my head. And it's just an amazing way to tell a story and to entertain people. So life is short, and we're all given these gifts and talents, and we need to utilize these talents because you never know what doors could open. Just look at me. Here I did puppets when I was 3 years old, and then I didn't like puppets anymore, and then I got into puppets again. But with those puppets, it opened the door for me to come to this beautiful island of Kauai, and now I get to share my talents and my gifts with all of these wonderful people here on the islands. And it is just a great way to show my giftings and my talents. So even though you might think your giftings and your talents might not be worth anything, or you might not make a whole lot of money doing it, who cares? Do what you love to do. That's what's going to make life worth it. My name's Jason Hoyle. I'm inspired. Are you inspired?
Wowee! That was so good. I feel so inspired. And so do I, Mokan. That was absolutely wonderfully, brilliantly good. Thank you for watching, everybody. And don't forget, let your life be an inspiration. Woo-hoo!